Hello and welcome back to my channel. Sorry about my little hiatus, but I'm back now. And today we are going to be talking about Deltarune, specifically Chapter 5. So, yeah, spoilers for chapters 1 to 4, and yeah. So, going to be going over one of my theories, which is Azrael is going to be coming back in this chapter, Chapter 5. And, like, the reasons I believe this are, like, Toriel in chapter 1 said your brother Azrael is going to be back next week, and chapter 5 is set to take place on a Sunday, and Toby Fox considers Sunday to be the start of the new week. So, um, yeah, I do believe he'll come back because also it's the day of the festival. The festival is like this big event. I'm not sure what the festival is actually for. If there's a reason, I can't remember if they've said like a reason for the festival. But uh, Azrael's been off in college for a while, and now he's coming back for the festival. And because like it doesn't make sense for him to appear in like chapter 7 like 2 days after the festival is over. It doesn't make sense to me. Um, but yeah, the implications of him coming back, especially at this point in the story, because like Susie and Noelle are set to like go on their date and all in the festival. And then Chris, like, there is like a joke in chapter 4, like, of us, like Chris going with Birdley, which I do think it's just gonna be a joke. So it can actually make sense, yeah, that Azrael will come back at this point. Because that way, like, you can spend some time with Azrael, like, probably like you have a section in hometown where you walk around with Azrael and your party, and you get to, basically Azrael introduce himself to the rest of the cast again, and like our introduction to this version of Azrael. I'm actually really excited to see this version of Azrael because like we've only seen him like before in Undertale, and like right at the end of the Pastors run. So looking forward to seeing like especially like a grown up version of Azrael. Like the only glimpse we saw of grown up Azrael was like in the final fight, and that was like a big emotional like setting, like and not like a casual setting like it will be in chapter 5. And yeah, there's a few implications. Like the first big one is his relationship with Ralsei, or if he has one, because Ralsei, I mean, anagram of Azrael and is basically Dark World version of Azrael, kinda. And like we still don't know what Ralsei is. Like we don't have any idea like what like if he's an object like the rest of Darkners, but like he doesn't seem like a regular Darkner, so he could be something else. But yeah, um, but as you'll come back, it's our like it's gonna be weird. Yeah, no pun intended by the way. When I ever say weird, but actually speaking of the weird route, um, since like in the weird like at the end of the weird room chapter 4, Chris is gonna be going like it's revealed that Chris is gonna be going to the festival with Noelle instead of Susie. So with the only person Susie would have left to go is probably Azrael then, if Azrael comes back, which I think would be like that would be a pretty like big divergence in the story, like for like at least for the festival section. I'm not sure about the Dark World section of the story, but like so far the only person like on the weird route that has noticed Chris being weird is Noelle, because like Noelle's been Chris's childhood friend all this time, but also, but as you're back, like he would probably notice something up with them as well. So, and if he talks to Susie about it, because like I think even Susie like picked up on a few odd things on the weird route with Chris, and but Azrael there might confirm like some of her suspicions and be like, okay, there's something like wrong with Chris here, especially since like in at the end of chapter 4, like she even took notice that like of the soul that Chris has, which like it was kind of brushed aside because like she got distracted. But yeah, I think chapter 5 is gonna be like even maybe in the normal route would be also where Susie learns that about like the whole soul connection with Chris. I might get like more info on how Chris like has like our soul basically in them. And yeah, another thing about Azrael coming back would be like because like it's implied that Azrael has a relationship with Des, and Des has been gone for we don't know how long. I don't think, but like at least I think a year or two, like at least, because it seems like most of the town has moved on from when Des was like most of the town has moved on like from Des's disappearance. Like the only one that really hasn't is Noelle, being her sister and everything. And yeah, and like as far as I know, like as Asgore and Toriel have been like divorced for like at least a while, like so like at least not too long, because like Asgore is still trying to like win her back. Um, but yeah, like does Asriel know if Des is gone or not? Because I feel like the way the timeline is set up, like, because we don't know how long Asriel's been in college either, but like I assume it's been like a couple of years maybe. So I, yeah, I don't think he would like be willing to go off to college like if at least like we don't know if he had a relationship with Des or not, but we at least know they're friends because we found Asriel's like I think retainer or something in Des's room, and like I think one or two things belonging to Asriel, so they're at least friends. So I don't think you would go off to college if his friend had gone missing. I think you'd probably focus on trying to find her. Um, so that would be maybe some like if he like learns about that. Yeah, that could be very interesting. Also, no pun intended, but very interesting. But yeah, Asriel, like, and also with Asgore and Toriel's like divorce. At least I'm pretty sure they have a divorce. I might be incorrect, but they're at least like not together at the moment. But like I wonder like how that would affect like Asriel's relationship with both of them. It's like like for all we know, like Asriel's last time meeting like being with like Toriel and Asgore, um, like they would have been together. But like I assume like he might like Asriel might have heard about what happened as well, like through like phones, like so, like Chris or Toriel or Asgore ringing him while he's in college. But I guess that's wait. I guess we have to wait and see. But yeah. Also, when it comes to Dark World, I'm not sure exactly what Dark World could be. Like the main theory, like once Chapter 4 came out, was that it would be set in the flower shop because everything was pointing like to like a garden and everything, and flowers. So it made sense. But like, so now like after a few months, like people were like, it might be the holiday house instead because there's a big garden there as well, or it could be just hometown in general, which is probably the one I lean most towards. If you haven't seen the Gold Pros video Roots about it, makes it like a pretty compelling argument for a hometown, and especially like when it comes to like the weird route as well, how that would fit in. But yeah, um, yeah, I just want to make a video just yapping about like my theory about Azrael come back. If anyone has anything what they would like to add, feel free to leave in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you then. Hopefully soon.